one of the very common food ingredients which also doubles as medicine, pigeon pea or Toor dal, also known as Arhar dal. Gururaja sir, can you please guide through this very interesting ingredient?
See, it's one of the commonest proteins portion of the households in the southern part of India. The protein, which is very easily a common man can afford in a condition like in a country like India, and it is extensively used for food as well as its medicinal properties. And we all know that it's even fresh pods of this fruit, plant is also used as a vegetable. And of course, once after making a process and drying it and halving it into two and a half that seeds, dicotyledon seeds, they become the Toor dal or Arhar dal, which is in Sanskrit known as Adhaki, very commonly known and one of the drug from the Shimbi Dhanya Varga. Similar to this, the main chunk protein diet in the northern India is chanaka, that is chana dal. But in southern India, this is the one which is very commonly used, commonest one, and very commonly come across in various preparations. Particularly, it is in form of protein powder. Sometimes it is used to make it a porridge or something like that, or sometimes even the dal prepared out of it, and the sambar, rasam, and everything. This is the one which goes in.
Many of the people, especially the Westerners, when they go for only vegan diet or vegetarian only diet, usually when they switch from a non-vegetarian or mixed diet to vegetarian diet, they usually lack protein. Probably for them, including Toor dal would be a strategy to replenish the depleting protein levels, sir.
Definitely, but in Ayurveda, when we come across this protein and all these things in the form of a Shimbi Dhanya, what our acharyas have said, the foremost appreciation or the credit given to Moong dal, that is green gram. So very clearly they said green gram is very good, Lagu and Patya, Supachya and so many terms have been explained. But main understanding what we need to understand is any dravya or a drug, we need to categorize them in the form of whether it is a food or it is a medicine. So any dravya which is rasapradhana, it is always treated as food, and anything which is virya pradhana, which is always treated as aushadha or medicine. But this particularly the Adhaki or the Arhar dal or Toor dal falls under the category of ahara dravya, hence it is rasapradhana dravya. But among these Shimbi Dhanyas, Acharya has kept a credit, a higher status to green gram rather than this. But of course, some of them after eating the Toor dal, they will say that they have a bloated belly and these feelings. Similarly, same thing happened with those who are habituated with the Toor dal. If they shift to Moong dal or the green gram, then they also complain the same type of thing. So this always it will be there. Whenever we these Shimbi Dhanya Dravyas it is consumed, better to consume along with them some portion of Jiraka or Shunti or something like that. It will definitely Hingu or the Asafoetida. These things will definitely help them to digest the protein particles as well as it avoids the bloating. So this is a very important one. And of course, those who shift from the mixed diet or the non-veg diet to totally vegan diet, these are one of the important drugs which can be treated as which will going to replace the protein requirement.
Yes, sir. And clearly they have explained Mudga as one of the patyas. So if I remember correctly, Shastika Shali, Mudga Cha, Saindava, Amalako Yavan. So Shastika type of rice, green gram, amla fruits. So these are told as to be taken on a daily basis. Another important point that you touched was very interesting was that it all depends. So though green gram is better than the Toor dal for a daily use, probably it also depends on person's diet habits, right? So because you only told that when we switch from one to the other, Toor dal to mung bean or vice versa, there can be little adjustment problems.
Definitely. Those who are habituated to the particular type of food, if they suddenly switch over or something like that, then there will be chances of bloating and indigestion and such feelings will be there because our costa is adjusted in such a way that It will digest the material which is very familiar to that. If something is given extra or something odd, then there will be some adjustment problems in the beginning. Later it will settle down. So in order to improve the digestion portion of these things, which is not consumed on a daily basis, and shoot over things you have done, it is better to take some sort of deepana dravyas like jiraka, that is cumin seeds, or ajamoda, or even shunti, etc. things, deepaka pachikas, then definitely they are going to improve the condition.
Like you told, the Deepana Pachana medicines will always help in better digestion of these protein-rich foods. Bhava Prakash's reference on this Adhaki, it says that Vata Janani. Vata Janani means it increases slightly Vata. That is the mild bloating side effect that it carries, sir.
Yeah, definitely. There is a reason. This is present with all the protein related dicotyledon and what is Shimbi Dhanya Varga materials are there. Almost all of them will have which are things. When compared with all of them, according to Acharya, only green gram, that is the mudga, is the one which doesn't cause that much of Vata Janana. Otherwise, everything is Vata Janana. All these Vidadanya, what we call it, the dicotyledons, which are Shimbikula dravyas, all of them are in one or the other way, it increases the Vata because of their nature.
Probably Pitta Kafasra Jit, meaning it balances Pitta and Kapha dosha, and also it is like Asrajit, in a way useful in blood detoxification. This probably sums up the medicinal usage of Adhaki.